Hello all. I have to be a little quiet because my husband is working at home and he can't have too much noise in the background. But he's in another room, so I can speak. Today I'm going to make leek soup, but only made of the green of leek, the stuff you normally throw away. As you have seen from a previous video, I got some leeks from a friend, which I have frozen. But I thought maybe we could do something with the green. So I googled the internet and I found a recipe which I have tweaked a little bit, where they use the green of 3 thick leeks. I have the green of 4 medium leeks, but I have had them frozen, so there will be a lot of moisture coming out of them, so I have to tweak a little bit with the adding of moisture. Also they use a bouillon that makes it 100% vegan, and I am using a bouillon that is past date, and it's cow. I can't think of the correct word in English, but so it's not vegan anymore, but you can make a vegan version. What you need as extra is 2 small potatoes and 1 onion, and I'm going to try, and I'm going to prepare as a side dish or maybe as a kind of crouton in the soup. Potato peel chips. So also use of something you would normally throw away. Let's see if it works out. If it works out nicely, I will have a soup made of the green of leek and croutons or a side dish of potato peel chips. Let's begin, and I will show you from time to time what I'm doing. First of all, and something I did already because I did it before freezing, is you have to wash it very carefully because a lot of sand is in it. And if you think it's not working very good, then you can always split up the leaves and wash leaf for leaf. And then when you cut it, because you have to cut it very fine because it's very harsh, you just keep a bundle of leaves together and then cut it. Cut it as small as possible, but you can compensate by cooking it longer if it's not that fine. So wash very carefully and cut the green very small as possible, without cutting in your fingers. Okay, let's continue. I have read and analyzed the recipe, and it has a lot of steps, and when I see that, I always try to gauge what the reason for those steps are. And in this case, the onion and potato are cut and then fried only a short while, just a minute or something like that, in butter, and in this case soya butter, because it's originally a vegetarian recipe. I was looking at my pot. So it does not add much in the sense of that it's getting done in advance before you put it into the pot. Sorry. So cutting wise, I'm just cutting the potatoes and the onions and put them in the pot with the green leek themselves. It's just a question of making sure they are done, and then add some bouillon and put a mixer on it or a food processor. That's kind of the idea. So I'm just going to cut the onion, the potato, put them in a pot, large pot, with the green part of the leek, and I'm going to put them on fire until they are done, and then add some bouillon and mix it. Oh, by the way, you can use for the side, it's the potato peels of the two small potatoes you are using now, but that's not enough, of course. So I kept the potato peels from yesterday. You can do that also. Eat a certain day the potato, keep the peels. Sorry, I'm moving my hand outside. If you think, what's she doing? She's shaking. Anyway, you can eat potato, keep the peels, and the next day do this green leek soup with a side dish of potato peels. I have cut the onion and the potatoes, and I have put in about 30 grams of butter. I happen to have soja butter from Money Back Action. I always do those. And a little teaspoon of salt already. I'm going to put in the green part of the leeks, and with the butter I'm going to saute it a little bit and then douse it with the bouillon. So I've just combined several steps into one, and I decided to add butter and saute this as a whole, because maybe the butter adds some of the tastes, so I have to add it. So what we have here, I will put it on in writing also under the video, so I don't have to repeat anyway. I'm going to do the next step now. I always use the covers to keep as much as possible heat in the pan, so you won't waste it. Because the leek is from the freezer and releases a lot of extra moisture, I have made the bouillon a little bit stronger. And if it turns out there is too little moisture, I can still add pure water at the end. Normally they use 1.5 liter bouillon made with 2 blocks of bouillon, and now I have made 1 liter. So to compensate for the lot of moisture that is extra from the freezer. Now I'm going to put it in and put it on low heat and let it simmer until it's soft. Yesterday it was a little bit chaotic and I forgot to film, but anyway, this is the soup, the half of it, which we will be eating this evening. The recipe is for about 4 bowls of soup, and I must say it tastes nicely. The vegetables have cooked for an hour, and then I put it in a food machine or in the staff mixer. I will look up the word, and at the end you can season it a little bit with salt and pepper or other spices you like. It's a very neutral soup. What I can say is that you have to cut the potato parts a little bit smaller than I did, because they were a little bit stubborn in getting smashed. Mashed, mashed, okay. Spontaneously talking is sometimes a little bit funny. Anyway, yesterday I also prepared the potato peel chips. Let's look for a better light. This is also half of it. In total I used the potato peels from about 750 grams on original potatoes. The reason why they look like this is that I also always use a thin peeler, so they already end up like this in strips. I have washed them and dried them, and I hope this evening I can film a little bit of how I prepare them in the oven. They worked out also very fine, but you have to keep an eye on it because they burn easily. It did not happen to me, but they warn for that. So then you have the nice soup and potato crispy peels to eat out of your hand for fun, or to use as croutons. I use them as croutons and they worked fine, but you have to put in a few at once, not too much, because when they get too wet, soggy, they don't taste that well anymore. So use them as croutons, but only a few at a time, so they keep their crispiness and they work wonders. And I hope I can get back to you with a live version of me making the potato peel chips. Cover them with some olive oil and salt and mix them well so it's covered all over, and then spread them out over the baking plate. Preheat the oven 200 degrees and then put them in about 20 minutes, but keep an eye on them because they burn easily. And this is the end result. The chips are a little bit less than we had yesterday, but if you average you get the idea. And the soup is about the same as yesterday in amount also. And as you can see, I skipped a little part with the mixing. But anyway, this is a nice look and it's all anti-waste. And it tastes very nice. So if you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.